More than 7 million retirees live in poverty, and tens of millions more are just scraping by because of mistakes in 401k investing. By the end of this video, you'll know the 5 worst 401k mistakes and how to avoid them. In fact, I'm going to show you how avoiding just one of these mistakes can lead to big savings in your nest egg. We're talking 401k investing today on Let's Talk Money. Beat debt, make money, make your money work for you, creating the financial future you deserve. Let's Talk Money. Joseph Hogue with the Let's Talk Money channel here on YouTube. I want to send a special shout out to everyone in the community. Thank you for taking a part of your day to be with us. If you're not part of that community yet, just click that little red subscribe button. It's free and you'll never miss an episode. Now, Fidelity has released its annual survey of retirement account balances, and it's not a pretty picture. The average person just before retirement has about $167,000 in their 401k account. Now, that's about 5 times the annual salary of around $35,000. That's just not enough to retire on. If you go by that rule of thumb that you can take out about 4% of your investments to pay for expenses in retirement, that $167,000 means retiring on just $6,700 a year, and that's before taxes. So it's easy to see why 2 in 3 retirees depend on Social Security for most of their expenses. But even adding in that average $1,360 monthly SSI check means you're living on just over $1,900 a month, or about $23,000 a year. Now, I don't know what state you're living in, but if you compare that to your expenses, I don't know anyone that can live off $23,000 a year. Even for married couples with 2 Social Security checks, it comes out to under $3,000 a month. Now, these were supposed to be your golden years, the years you worked so hard to enjoy. Yeah, you might be enjoying them if you enjoy ramen noodles and bus passes. But it doesn't have to be like this. We all think that people don't save or invest enough, but a big part of the problem is the mistakes they make when they do invest. Investing just $250 a month starting at age 35 can grow to over $350,000 by the time you retire, if you keep those fees and those costs low. Invest that same amount but lose 4% of those fees and hidden costs that come with a 401k plan, and you're stuck right back in that studio apartment eating ramen noodles. Of course, the beauty of that 401k plan is your employer match. If your company matches just half that $3,000 a year and you avoid those high fees and other costs, that nest egg can grow to over $500,000 by age 67. That's enough for an income of about $3,100 with SSI for a single person, or even $4,500 for a married couple. It might not be filet mignon, but it's a nice start. The key here is to avoid those huge fees, mistakes, and the pitfalls in those 401k plans. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Not only will I reveal the 5 worst mistakes people make with their 401k investing, I'll share 3 tips to avoid these pitfalls and a way you can get a free 401k analysis to save you from those hidden fees. It's all part of a 3-part video series in partnership with Bloom. Now, Bloom is an independent 401k manager that works with your existing retirement account. You can connect your 401k account with Bloom software that's going to show you how your investment fees stack up, how much you're paying, and how to get back on track. I'll tell you more about Bloom later and share a special offer to get that free 401k health analysis. But first, let's get to those 401k mistakes. First is just being too aggressive or too conservative with your 401k investments. Now, with retirement balances what they are, it's easy to chase those returns in stocks, even all the way to retirement. The problem is, and you can ask anyone that was planning to retire in 2008, that as you get closer to retirement, you need to start thinking about protecting your money as well as growing it. Having too much in stocks is just setting you up for a stock market crash to wipe out half your nest egg. But being too conservative is also a big problem, especially for those millennials still gun shy after that 2008 crash. If we look back on that investment of $250 a month, but only earn maybe a 6% annual return from too much in bonds, then even the best case scenario yields just $237,000 by retirement. The second mistake a lot of people make with their 401k investments is putting everything into a target date fund. Now, these are very popular because supposedly they invest according to your age and rebalance your stocks and bonds as you get older. The problem here is that these things are so darn expensive. For example, the Principal Lifetime 2040 Fund charges 1.14% annually. That's almost 5 times the average index fund. Another problem with these target date funds is that they tend to be wildly over-conservative. Some funds I looked at had as much as 20% of the investment in bonds, and that's for investors with 20 plus years to retirement, and that's going to seriously limit those returns. Our third major 401k mistake is just forgetting to rebalance the investments in your account. Now, this is important because you might start with a great mix of stocks and bonds in your 20s or 30s, but if you're not rebalancing and shifting that how much you want in each, then you could be way off by the time you reach retirement. You're going to be more exposed to a stock market crash, and the amount you have in stocks versus bonds is going to be way off of what you need. In fact, a survey of 5,500 Bloom clients found that 59% didn't regularly rebalance their investments, and 21% didn't even know about rebalancing before they started using Bloom. Now, the fourth 401k mistake, and this is probably the worst, is not watching those investment fees. Inc. magazine found that 92% of Americans don't know what fees they're paying in their 401k accounts. That same survey by Bloom found that just 1 in 5 investors were active in minimizing their fees. We know what a huge difference just a small change in those fees can mean to your retirement savings. Forbes found that in one study that a difference of just 0.93%, less than 1% in fees, can cost a single investor up to $215,000. Considering the average Bloom client in a target date fund sees their fees reduced by 42%, that can mean a big change in your retirement. Our fifth 401k mistake, before getting to those 3 tips, is one of the biggest 401k misconceptions of all, that someone is actually managing your account. Just because you invest through your company's plan and with an investment company doesn't mean anyone is managing your 401k investments. The investment company is busy selling to new clients. They may not be doing anything with your account. You set your 401k investments when you sign up to the plan, and they don't change unless you change them. That's going to set you up for all kinds of pitfalls we talked about in this video. Now, as bad as those 401k mistakes are, there are a few things you can do to avoid them and make sure your money is there when you need it. First is just to understand how your investments should change as you age. There are rules of thumb like 100 minus your age for the amount you want in stocks, but these leave a lot of risk to your personal goals. As you get older, your needs shift to protecting your money rather than chasing those higher returns, so you need to be proactive in shifting your investments. You also need to rebalance your investments regularly. Now, this isn't about timing the stock market, but about staying on track according to your needs. If you're constantly investing the same amount in stocks and bonds, that stock portion of your portfolio is going to grow much faster in a bull market. That means it's going to get out of whack with that perfect mix of stocks and bonds you need according to your goals. Finally, here is just to watch out for those fees. Make sure your 401k plan isn't charging you any load fees to buy or sell, and compare the annual fees on your funds. Some of the easiest solutions, like those target date funds, charge the highest fees. Now, this last tip is where Bloom really shines, and it's shown people how to save over $608 million in investment fees on their 401k accounts. They also take care of all the rebalancing and the management as well. Now, the easiest way to make sure you're not making any of these 401k mistakes is just to get that free analysis with Bloom. It takes less than 2 minutes to connect your 401k plan, and Bloom is going to do a complete health checkup on your retirement account. It's going to show you where your investments are, where they should be, and all the fees you're paying. There's absolutely no obligation to the analysis. If you don't know exactly what's going on inside your 401k account, click through that link to find out exactly which of these mistakes you're making in your 401k plan. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Don't forget to also be watching for that next video in our 401k investing series. Next week, I'll be answering all your questions about 401ks and retirement investing, so make sure you ask those in the comments below. We'll also be taking a closer look at the average 401k balance by age and how to get yours back on track. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with the best videos on beating debt, making more money, and just making your money work for you. If you've got a question about money, just scroll down and ask it in the comments, and we'll answer it in a future video.